that's right. There we go. I know how to do it. I know how to do my transitions. You have to. I'm an affiliate now. And in order to become an affiliate, you do have to know how to do your transitions and slobs. It's actually the first criteria. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're doing Dwarf Fortress because it's Saturday, and that's what it says in the schedule. I've done all kinds of stuff, like I've prepared all kinds of things. If you look down below the stream, there's like a schedule down there. There's a sound playing thing. You can play sounds for bits now if you want to, and some other info. There's some commands now. So, like, you can... Oh, my gosh. Yeah, there's loyalty points, and every 5 minutes that you watch me playing, you'll earn, I think I set it to 10 loyalty points, and then you can spend them on playing sounds and stuff. Look below the stream. There's all kinds of information down there. Hello, Jam. Howdy doody to you as well. Yeah. So let's play some Dwarf Fortress. I need to get into it because the first thing I want to do is start a new fort again. Is that bad? So you may notice I've got Twitch Stream World and Twitch... Ooh, that's hard to say. Try it at home, friends. Twitch Stream World and Twitch Stream World Backup, so that if I mess anything up, we've got the backup to go back to. And I'm pretty sure this is the right folder. Basically, I've been thinking about a lot. Yeah, this is the one. I've been thinking about a lot, and I'm not happy with this embark. Not only because it doesn't look the way I had hoped that it would look. Something on... What's this here? Oh, it's tree branches overhead. I was like, what is going across the water right there? Not only because it doesn't look the way I thought it would look, which it doesn't, but also... and I had hoped to kind of dig into a cliff wall instead of being up on the flat open ground like this. Is very undwarvenly. And the other thing is down here in the water, we've got all these fish, and they don't appear to be leaving the map the way creatures usually do, and they have had children already. And I'm actually really concerned about lag. Basically, I am concerned that we'll get way too many babies there, and it's gonna lag everything to pieces. So we're only in early autumn. We've only been playing basically for a few months of the game. I do like the name that we came up with, but I think maybe the best thing to do, because this is not a difficult fortress, this is a fortress that might last a really long time, and I don't want to be spending that long with a fortress that I'm not happy with. Right? Is that... Oh, goodness. There's some big banging sound. I don't know if the mic picked that up. I think one of my neighbors must have dropped something. So what I'm thinking is... Now, The main reason that I wasn't sure about this is because we've got these named dwarves, and they haven't really had much happen yet, and that seemed unfair. But if we go and we embark from the same civilization in a new fort, I'm pretty sure I saved the embark profile, so we shouldn't have to waste a ton of time getting equipment and stuff. And if we embark from the same civilization, these dwarfs are very likely to come as migrants at some point. So we are the Gem of Warding as our civilization. So here's what I'm thinking. The chat's not super populated yet, so one vote counts for a lot. Is there anyone who would strongly object to me abandoning this place and starting... Well, not abandoning. I would retire it. We would, you know, let these dwarfs get about their own business. I'm sure they're very happy here. And basically, I'm gonna... Cat, your vote counts to 0? Why does your vote count to 0? Also, welcome. Nice to see you, Cat. Everybody's vote counts. I think I'm going to do that rather than debating about it. I don't see any instant uproar in the chat. So here's what we're going to do. This is the thing you can do in Dwarf Fortress. You can retire the fortress. Now, if we ever wanted to, we could come back here. I probably won't because I almost never do and it's a little bit buggy, but here we go. I do have a backup. So yes, ending game. So again, these dwarfs exist now, and so they're quite likely to come to the fortress. Your fortress is settled into the rhythm of day-to-day living beyond your meticulous concern. It's not my problem anymore. You not made it to watch the prior fortress. Oh, okay, that's right. Neither of you were here before. Well, then that's great. Neither of you will be upset. So here's what we'll do. We will start in Twitch Stream World, Dwarf Fortress. We'll find a better embark site real quick, hopefully with some actual hills we can dig into. Of course, we are going to be starting in autumn now, because time passing. I did like this sort of area up here in the forest. So that fortress was... Is it here? Right around here somewhere. It's not a ruin already, is it? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was up here somewhere. In any case, I think this is where I started before. In any ways, words are hard, my friends. Trying to talk and hit the arrow keys at the same time. I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous. All right, let's go to the only thing I really care about now. I do want to have some kind of. I don't want these. See these asterisks mean extreme cliffs, which is basically what we just had, which it turns out is not as nice as I had hoped it would be. What kind of forest is this? Broadleaf, temperate broadleaf forest. Maybe in the hills here. If we come down like, I want to have some water, of course. Yeah, words is too much to ask for sure. I'm glad you understand that. Cat. Not a lot of people understand how hard words can be. But they're real tough sometimes. That's just a fact. Alright, yeah, maybe we can actually go into like a mountainous... But there's only one dwarf civilization here. What about like that? Maybe even one further south than that. Well, we do want to have plenty of words are hard. Plenty of like wall to dig into. We're gonna dig down it too, of course. I'm just trying to do something a little bit different. So we do have goblins here, dwarves, elves, and humans. Only one dwarf civilization. There are some cliffs we can dig into, hopefully, at least. Let's go for this. We've got two biomes. So we have soil to the south here, no soil to the north. We have flux, we have shallow metals, deep metals. We've got a river going through. Matter of fact, do we need the river going right through like that? I'm getting picky again. It doesn't matter, does it? Yeah, because I wanted to make sure I have some cliffs. Actually, maybe this would be good. Right there? Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so E for embark. And streaming? Was this the one? Oh, I don't remember. This is further down. Is it an alphabet? Oh, it's in alphabetical order? No, it's not an alphabetical order, which means this is probably an older one, which means maybe I didn't save my profile. Okay, let's do this as quick as we can. I'm sorry, everyone. I really had intended to not waste half the stream just embarking and stuff, so I'll do a quicker job. It won't be as thorough, but it's not like we're taking a difficult embark. Take all our drinks. We'll take a couple of doggies. We'll take a kitty. I think I am going with geese, just for reference's sake. Just, you know, for memes. There we go. 3 geese and a gander. Anything special about custom embark? No, I thought I had the same embark saved from last time so that I wouldn't have to go through all this again. Because I spent a while making sure everything was good. Like, I went through all the dwarf personalities. Oh, was that? Bags, ropes, thread, cloth. This is a trick, by the way, to replace the pigtail cloth items with silk because they are cheaper. Which type doesn't matter, I just prefer the cave spider ones. And that was rope. Also try to remember what it is that you're deleting as you delete it. So yeah, I had looked at all the dwarfs' personalities to give them the best possible job. So we can go really, really quick. By the way, if anyone in the chat wants a dwarf, you gotta buy it now. There's loyalty points, they're called kajiggers, and you should get, I think you should get 10 of them every 5 minutes that you watch me stream, and I think it's 100 kajiggers to get a dwarf named after you. Just to keep people active. You get extra kajiggers if you're active in chat, rather than just watching and lurking. Just to encourage people to chat, although if the chat starts to get spammy as a result of that, then obviously I'll disable that feature. But I think I can trust you folks. Exchange rate of kajiggers to euros. I have not worked that out yet. It's low. It's low. Okay. Doesn't like shrewd or crafty individuals. Fearful in danger. Humble. Dreams of crafting a masterwork. Doesn't have much of a personality. Let's see if we can find any. Dreams of mastering a skill. Those are usually values hard work and sacrifice. Probably a good miner. Probably a good miner. I'm just skimming, so it's not really that important. For the miners, we're gonna put them all the way up. Crafting a masterwork, so some kind of crafter. Story behind what name? I don't know what you're talking about. Disdains loyalty and respects power. Disdains loyalty. Interesting. This is a slow dwarf, changes his mind a lot to agree with somebody else. Could be considered rude. Okay, I was thinking maybe leader, but this is not a leader. All right, this is going to be our crafts dwarf. Kajiggers. You know, they're kajiggers. You know, not royalty, loyalty. Disdains loyalty, which is not a good trait. Respects the development of skill, values nature, finds friendship burdensome, does not care about fairness. Also not a leader. Who's crafting a masterwork. Refuses to expend extra effort. Ugh, I don't like you. What's your name? Uzol. Uzol, you're kind of a jerk. Alright, nothing special about you. Dreams of raising a family. Those who take leisure time are evil. Goodness gracious. Dislikes cooperation. I was going to say that could be our leader, but maybe not. Respects development of skill and disregards tradition. Huh. Dislikes helping others. Okay, definitely not. You're going to be our woodcutter. Probably our carpenter too, because it's just easier to keep that in one person. Because they're the same color. What is the ha for, Jam? He's honesty, decorum, dignity, and proper behavior. Dreams of raising a family. But would never pass up a good fist fight. Doesn't hold on to grievances. Quick to get negative views, though. Interesting. Ambitious. Doesn't handle stress well. Oh, man. But she's friendly. All right, you're a maybe. Domas, you're a maybe for the leader if this next one isn't better. Values loyalty, tranquility, and a peaceful day. Okay, then. He's a coward, overwhelmed with fear when confronted by danger. We're gonna deal with the danger stuff in a moment. I just want to get this going. Swayed by emotional appeals, confident under pressure. This is it. This is our leader. All right, we've got a leader. We are gonna give you a couple of persuader, a couple of negotiator, judge of intent, praiser, organizer, record keeper, conversationist. That's all the points that I've got for you there. Ficad. Ficad, you're the leader. I'm going to give you profession nickname of leader. Because I'm feeling creative, and also I really need to get this moving. Okay, so we need another miner. Crafting a masterwork. Crafting a masterwork. Raising a family. Guess what? You are the next miner. So one of you is going to be our mason. And the other one is going to be our farm person. Let's just make sure you don't have any particular aversion to being on a farm. Refuses to expend extra effort. No, you're perfect for the farm. So I'm going to give you herbalist to start with. Okay. Okay. Good. We've still got some points left. Now, I'm going to very quickly check for foods that they love that I can actually bring with me. Very unlikely. Nope. Chameleon and rambutan wine, probably not. Guppy and spelt beer, definitely not. Clownfish and hard wheat beer. Sailfin molly, parsnip plants, papaya wine, and cottonseed oil. You like a lot of stuff. You're a foodie. Prefers tapir cheese. Tapir cheese. Can we all just take a moment and think about what that implies? That's long enough. Okay, asparagus and swamp whiskey. And you prefer to consume giant tortoise and date wine. So we can't bring any foods that they actually like. Fine. We'll bring... bring some extra seeds. Those are good enough, I think. You need 100 kajiggers to be a dwarf. Welcome. Nag 0007. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I hope you don't mind if I pronounce it that way, because I want to. Alright. Let's bring a couple of cats then. I'm glad that that command works. I haven't actually tested these. I spent like all day today trying to set up new stuff for the stream to kind of celebrate making affiliate. So yeah, anyone who hasn't noticed, down below the stream, there's new stuff. Just check it out. Alright, well, what else can we bring then? We've still got some points left. Just bring some more food. Maybe bring some leather. What animal's leather should we bring? Skunk leather. Yeah, I gotta do it. That's enough leather. Is there anything else that's really useful to bring right at the start? Or should I just bring some random... Oh, actually, wouldn't I bring some... Oh, the instruments are expensive. Smaller instruments are only 50, but still, that's... We'll make them or we'll trade for them eventually. Yeah, you should get, by the way, 10 kajiggers per 5 minutes, I think, if I set it up properly. With a few extra if you're taking part in the chat. So it shouldn't take too long before you can afford to get a dwarf. I set it at 100 because there's not that much you can do with the kajiggers yet. I will be adding more stuff, and if anyone has any suggestions or requests, let me know. Alright, let's just bring some random foods. Wolf lung. 10 of those. Bragging about the European time zone? It's not good to be in the future. Being in the future is bad. It means there's less time now. Day's almost over. I'm not happy about it. Warthog tripe. Everyone loves warthog tripe. I don't know, maybe I'll just like bring some more animals. And there we go. That's good. I've got 8 dogs with me. Plenty of food. We're not going to a difficult embark. This time I am going to save it. Twitch. Enter. Oh, we need to name our fort? Mine crosses? No. By the way, I want to, no turkey hen. I brought geese this time. We'll talk about leather in a moment. I brought geese, but actually, that is what I did last time. Because it's November, I did bring, turkey last time. Oops. So, yeah, let's bring turkey. Let's bring an extra... Oh, no, we don't have... Okay. Yeah, I'm playing this one in a special way. I don't know if you noticed the title of this stream. I want to try an experiment, essentially. We are going to be pacifist dwarfs. Decent labors. That's a little boring. Sling, flame crass. Something nice. Hitter dense. I have a plan for the goblins when they finally show up. Green merchants. It's the most elvish name ever. I'm going for it. Group name. No weapons. Turquoise of lanterns. The mindful pages. There we go. Symbol. For the symbol... trying to remember what I did for the symbol last time. We could just have a turkey. Or we could have, oh, no, I didn't want to go, wait. Oh, okay. This is an image of turkeys. And a dwarf. Try and woo the goblins? Yeah, I'm gonna make friends with the goblins. And we'll have... come on. Dwarf is surrounded by the turkeys. And the name of this symbol will be the Hopeful Lens. Perfect. That was quick. Y for done. Okay. Now we can go. Let's embark. How much time did I waste on that? Not too much. That was actually fairly fast. So yeah. So one of the biggest problems in the current version of Dwarf Fortress is stress. And dwarves basically get PTSD from everything. And I mean from everything. Dingoes. Okay. So one of the main causes of this type of stress is seeing corpses. Seeing corpses or seeing something die. Most dwarves can't handle it anymore. Dark therapist theme? Background. I don't know what you mean. So maybe no. It's not very much cliff. Alright, well we got a bit. We got a bit over here. We need that water, so that's fine. Yeah, so my thought for something fun to try would be a pacifist fort. So these dwarfs are pacifists. They left the mountain home because they couldn't take. Yeah. This is pure vanilla. I don't mess with my dwarf fortress. I do change the colors. I use Crux Match's color palette because I like it, but I don't mess with anything else. I like it all pure vanilla. So the idea is these dwarfs don't fight. They don't kill things. They practice martial arts as a form of meditation, and because they have to stay happy. I took the aquifers off. The metal generation isn't a modification. It's just one of the options when you generate a world. I just turn up the metals to the highest. But that's vanilla. That's not modded. What are these white trees? They're pretty. Oh, birch, of course. Peaches, nice. So these dwarfs will live a pacifist life. They will not kill any enemies. They will focus on making cage traps. And then we'll build a huge temple, and we will put all of the caged invaders around the edge of the walls. The only real problem... I'm not going to have them not eat meat, because that would be just too impossible, because they'll all be miserable too fast. So we can trade for meat and things like that. So they'll still eat meat, and they'll eat the eggs from the turkeys, but we will not butcher animals for food. Animals that get caught in our cage traps, which we will have like a big ring of cage traps to stop invaders. Animals that get caught in our cage traps will be considered volunteers to be sacrificed. There will be one dwarf, and I haven't picked them yet, of course, but we'll pick one dwarf who is not bothered by seeing death. And we will designate them. They will live in a temple. And whenever we need bones for a strange mood, they will be the one to sacrifice one of the volunteers for bones. So that's my plan so far. What you folks think? Get some wood. Let's get some plants. And let's get a dig in. Do we have no other animals? We've got 2 horses. We've got 2 horses, actually. Male horse and male horse. Okay. No horse babies. Need some big cages. It's Dwarf Fortress. All animals fit in cages. You gotta watch Krogsmash, Jam, because he does some really nice illustrations of what dragons and stuff look like in cages. Should we just dig in here? Maybe up here where there'll actually be stone, yeah? Well, okay. To start off with, we'll dig in here. Just to get an indoor stockpile. Just to get started. Elven caravans laden with elephant cages atop of me. Yeah, that sort of thing. Oh, we've got someone new. In dark blue. Sanctum Spirit Star. Welcome. Hello. Hello. Hello to everybody, really. So if you missed it, first of all, I'm affiliate. Yay! Congratulations, me. Thank you so much to all of you who followed me, by the way, because I would not have got affiliate if I didn't have enough followers. So that was really, really cool of all of you. Oh, no, there's roots here. Oh, dang. I just kind of didn't look up there. All right, well, this is going to be temporary anyway. It's just to get our stuff inside. So, yeah, below the stream, there's some commands and fun stuff now. I have started a new fort for concerns of possible lag with the other one because of the fish in the waterfall basin and stuff like that. And also it just wasn't the type of area that I thought it was going to be in. Wasn't very happy with it. So we started over, but we're in the same civilization, so hopefully the named dwarfs from before will come here in a migrant wave, as usually is the case. Oh, thanks, Cat. I was pretty excited. It happened really fast, because people were really nice, and they all followed me. The Forest Retreat of Wax Sizzle, that's a good name, has been founded a half-day's travel to the west and looks to your thriving economy for its future prosperity. We just started! We haven't unloaded the wagon yet! Where is this? Is that it? No. Craft merges. Help wires. I don't see it on the map. Is it not on the map? We're here, yeah? Yeah. This is us. Green merchants. It said west, didn't it? Oh, here we go. Elven Forest Retreat. Economically linked to me. I didn't even look at the yellow eyes there. Yeah, we're thriving. We're thriving like crazy, I guess. Look at all these trees we've managed to cut down. I'm thinking we just need to clear cut this whole place before the elves get here. We'll have as much wood as we'll ever need. Oh, these guys are fast. Very good. Well done, dwarfs. Everything stockpile on the way. Not that. Goods, leather, cloth, not wood, armor, sheets. Okay. We've got our famous everything stockpile. Now everyone move everything inside. Lest any key. I don't know if there's keys or anything as ravens. Do ravens steal things? They might. It would be like ravens to steal our stuff, wouldn't it? Okay. The weather is... Oh, was it raining? It must have been raining when we arrived. They'll all probably have PTSD from the rain now. That's how bad the stress system is right now. Annoyed when caught in the rain. Okay. We'll see about that. There was a whole very lively thread on the Dwarf Fortress official forums recently, which was the developers asking for help with, oh, are the leaves falling? Is that what that is? That's right, it's autumn already. Oh no. Ash samaras. What are ash samaras? Are those food? Can we eat those? Or are they just like seed things? Doesn't tell me. We should be fine for food and drink until we get settled, I think. Yeah, you can't trust the Corvids. They're all very smart. They're too clever. But yeah, the developers were asking for help, like, please tell us why everybody's complaining about the stress system. I left a post on there, and apparently they're working on it, because it is really, really broken right now. Basically, there's no way to not succumb to stress to the point where people will get so depressed that they will stop eating and die. Which is not usually what you're going for. Okay, let's come up here into the stone. Start getting some workshops set up. In fact, maybe I'll widen this a bit. Stick some workshops right there. Oops. It's kind of awkward playing this while I'm streaming because I got the microphone here and the keyboard is behind the microphone. So I typos a lot. So how's everyone doing in the chat on this fine day? Hello. Is it a wave? E-wave? Hello? Unfortunately, we already have 2 chat users whose names are appearing to me in dark blue, which is very hard for me to read. That's if you see me suddenly going like this, it means I'm trying to read somebody's name in a hard to read color. That's all. Welcome. Nice to see you. Glad to have you here at our Dwarf Fortress stream, where we're gonna try to do pacifist dwarfs. On my window, it's dark blue. On my slobs, I get the chat on my Streamlabs OBS. It's a good program, huh? Ooh, this looks pretty up here. What are these? Cloudberries. Cloudberries? Can we eat those? That sounds like something we can eat. Hey, somebody... No, maybe not. Or maybe it's still growing. Oh, you can change your color. Hello, beefish. Yes, Sanctum Spirit Stone. You are now yellow on mine, which is awesome. Oh, okay, it's Twitch Prime. I'm not familiar with most of this stuff and how it works, so... Yeah, I do have affiliate now, which is awesome. I don't yet have any specific rewards for people who want to subscribe to me. I have mixed feelings about it because I'm very anti-Amazon. I don't like that Amazon bought Twitch and will now get money from any money I make on here. And I already have a Patreon, which, like, I have, like, all kinds of rewards and stuff already set up in there. So if you want to give me $5 a month, that's awesome, and I will be very grateful for your generosity. But I would rather that you did it on Patreon than here. But if you want to support me on here, I guess I'll try to get some emoji going. I started trying to work on it today, but I couldn't get anything to look very good because it's really tiny. The space that you have to work with is really tiny. I'll get something going. But yeah, all of my info is below the stream in some panels. Struck native gold. We're gonna be so rich. I'm not sure what kind of cut Twitch takes, Kat. I mean, it's a weird thing for me personally because Twitch is objectively a good platform. It's obviously much preferable to YouTube, for example, for most people. It just works better and seems to take better care of the people who are using it. But Amazon bought it, and I really, really hate them. I have a lot of reasons. I'm not gonna go on my little rant right now because it's not pertinent at the moment. But yeah, it's weird. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make a little dormitory. Oops. Miners, get back up there. So yeah, I'm not sure what kind of cut they take. I just hate that Amazon gets anything out of it. Don't like them. Also on Patreon, I have a lot of rewards set up, and Patreon kind of handles most of it for me. Whereas if I want to give rewards to Twitch subscribers, I will have to do it manually. So I've decided Twitch subscribers will, don't know the difference. YouTube just basically doesn't understand how streaming works and doesn't care. So a lot of the tools that are available for Twitch just don't exist for YouTube. And YouTube has obviously really serious issues with bots and copyright and all kinds of stuff like that, so it's not comfortable to stream on YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel, and I make videos for indie games and stuff like that. Again, below the stream, you'll find all of my infos. Oh, I need a refuse pile out here. There's too many trees. Put corpses in there too for now. So yeah, patrons get lots of kind of rewards. But I think the only thing I can really do for Twitch subs, aside from there'll be some emoji that you can use. Hello, Bella, welcome. Nice to see ya. Aside from some emoji that I'll add soon, I hope, I will give Twitch subscribers a special subscriber role in my Discord, just like patrons have special roles. I'll have to add it manually instead of Patreon doing it for me, but that's not a big deal. And I will also invite Twitch subscribers to play on my Patreon Minecraft servers if they play Minecraft. So, because I have to add people to that manually anyway, so that's not a big deal. So that's the situation. For now. We got any bed? We don't have any beds. What's my carpenter doing? Constructing bed. Okay. Good. Keep it up. Good job. Good work. Okay. Next to this, we'll have wrong designation. I don't know. We'll have a dining hall there. This is all just starting temporary quarters. How experienced are you? Is that directed at me? And what experienced in what? Oh, microclean. Microclean? Is it microclean or microcline? I've never looked it up, and I've never been sure how that's pronounced. We got doors. Huzzah! Obsidian. Yikes. Experience in DF. Well, I've been playing Dwarf Fortress since 2007. So I would say fairly experienced. I have gone kind of long stretches without playing. Get that dining room designated so we can get the animals inside. And I haven't done a lot of real big projects or anything, but yeah, I know how to play Dwarf Fortress. Just gonna stick the horses here so they have something to graze on. I don't know if they'll stay there or not. I don't really care that much. There we go. We need mugs. And we're gonna need lots of pots. Cool. So how many people in the chat are players of Dwarf Fortress? And how many of you are just terrified and confused by what you're looking at right now? There we go. Bed. I shouldn't have put 2 doorways in here. Why do I always do this? I only want it to look nice. Player? Terrified and confused. Welcome. You're gonna be fine. Cupo, hello. I haven't seen you in here. Nice to see ya. Glad to have you. Don't know how to play adventure mode. Yeah, I've thought about doing an adventure mode stream at some point. I keep starting over though, and I don't want to keep starting over forever. we gotta actually finish a fort here, at least until it crumbles to its end, you know, as it inevitably will. Oh no! Don't sleep in the doorway. Who's that? Oh no. How you feeling? Euphoric due to inebriation, annoyed after sleeping in the dirt. Annoyed after having a drink without him. You know, I'm working on it. Goodness gracious. Dwelling upon having a drink without a goblet, cup, or mug. These guys, I'm telling you. 6 years. Normal succession fort. Oh, I haven't done a succession fort in a long time. I'm looking forward to when the Steam version comes out. Basically, I intend to buy just a whole bunch of copies for people who otherwise wouldn't play it and just give them away. Try to support those devs. Get the word out, 'cause this is an amazing game. Good in RimWorld. Yeah, the appearance to it is you have to get an eye for it. I've been playing this for 12 years now. So this doesn't look like ASCII to me anymore. These look like the things that they represent to me at this point. And I also grew up playing, you know, Telnet games and NetHack and things like that. So, oh goodness, adventure characters settle in fortress. Yeah, you can get adventurers to settle in forts. If you get them to the fort, they can retire at that location as long as they're friendly. Came pretty far forward. What's so special about the Steam version? The Steam version isn't special in the sense that it's any different kind of version of the game. This version is still going to be free forever. I'm a patron of them. Like, I pay for this every month because I really believe in this project and in this game. Basically, Steam is for visibility. And a lot of people, and it will have a tile set built into it. So people who are put off by the ASCII and are afraid of doing things like figuring out how to set up graphical tile sets and stuff, will have an easier time of it. I need that door. Okay, now we're good. Dormitory. Yeah, there will be an exclusive tile set for it. And I've heard that they're going to try to touch up the interface and stuff, which is kind of crazy to think about. touching up the interface on Dwarf Fortress. I feel like it's been kind of defined by its terrible interface for so many years. But yeah, I think it's going to look nicer. It's going to look more user-friendly and probably play more user-friendly as well. And so hopefully we'll be able to get more people into the game. Could probably get rid of that wagon now. What's my woodcutter doing? Sleeping? You lazy so-and-so. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Most used command is on DF hack. I wouldn't know. I don't use DF hack. I play it old school. No doors. I need more doors. Working on it. All right. Oh, look how pretty. This is what I'm talking about. This looks beautiful to me because all the leaves are falling out of the trees. And I think they animated that really well when they implemented that to the game. Oh, that's lovely. What are you? Wolverine? Stay over there, please. Search option, menus. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're including in the Steam version. Oh, it's autumn. It's late autumn. I don't know if I'm gonna get a caravan this year. Probably not, because we just embarked. All right. Needs door. Okay, well, we're gonna have to... I don't like doing it without the doors in place. I'm gonna make this a meeting hall just so that the animals will get inside. There we go. Inside, everyone. Get inside. Gonna get everything sorted out soon. We got 4 idlers. All right. Miners have work to do. We're gonna give them some work to do. Let's build a bigger workshop area. Obviously, this is all just a starter area here. Get everybody underground like proper dwarfs soon enough. Oh, winter's upon us. There are no trees? There are trees. Hello, Guitar Spider. Welcome. And hello, Saffron. Work lurking. You're welcome to do so. So, yeah, for the folks who don't know, please, if anyone is in here getting confused, nervous, stressed out by what we're looking at here, don't hesitate to ask questions. I've done streams before where all I did was teach people how to play the game. Let me take my look command here, and I'll show you around, and you can start to get a sense of what you're looking at. So anything that's like a dot, a comma, apostrophe, these are all grass and ground tiles. So this is where there's open space, okay? So if we look up here, this is all open space. There's some rocks here and there. These infinity symbols are rocks, boulders. Boulders, okay? So right here, this is all like an open plain with a little creek running through it. Okay? Down here, this is a forest. So take my cursor, the X is the cursor there. So all of these little rectangles, the little brown rectangles, are logs from trees that have been cut down. So there's tons of logs because we cut down a lot of trees already. These brown circles are the trunks of trees. There's a chestnut trunk, apricot trunk, ooh, nice, birch trunk, willow trunk. So those are all trees. And I'm going to put my mouse cursor, you can see my mouse cursor, yeah, you can see my mouse cursor. I'll put my mouse cursor over like here for this one, for example. And if I go up a level, so this is like up one plane of a 3-dimensional world. If I go up a level, so we're up in the trees now, you can see the branches of the trees. Now, if it weren't winter, and if all the leaves hadn't just fallen off, we would also see the leaves of the trees here. But instead, we just see the branches. We can keep going up, and some of these trees are probably really tall. And that's probably it right there. So that's what we're seeing out here. So those little flickers of red were the red leaves falling off the trees. They had changed color, so they're green in the spring and the summer, and then they change color in the autumn. And then at the end of autumn, they fall down to the ground in this little flickering motion. And now if we look around on the ground at these red spots, peach leaves, pear leaves. I'm looking over here, by the way. Ash leaves, walnut leaves, cherry leaves. So these are all the leaves of the trees that have fallen down under the ground. And all these little Fs and these here, little wiggly tea things. I don't know what that's called. And the like quotation marks are plants that are growing, and some of them can be harvested. Some of them are still growing, and some of them can be harvested and brought inside and turned into booze and food and stuff, things like that. So hopefully that is helpful, at least to get you oriented. Anything blue is water. The 7s are the depth of the water, so that means 7 is the maximum. So these are all tiles that are full of water, and the triangles are little ramps, so they show that there's a slope down into the water. It's not like a cliff. Been here since the beginning. Oh, okay. Well, belated welcome then. So, you're welcome, cat. If you get lost or confused, don't hesitate to ask. So the little beardy dudes, those are my dwarfs. You start with 7 dwarfs, because that is the traditional number. These red T's are my turkeys. In here, where are they? They're all en route now. So the gray C's are cats, and these brown D's are dogs. And these gray H's are my horses. The horses were pulling the wagon. I didn't choose to bring them. You always start with 2 animals that would pull a wagon. Horses are grazing animals, so if I bring them inside, they will starve to death. And since we are a pacifist fort, for those of you who missed it, we're a pacifist fort. We're not going to kill anything. This is going to be fun with exclamation marks around it. So we have to leave the horses outside to graze. So they're just going to stay out there and eat grass for now. Oh, these little purple 2s are refuse. Usually these are the corpses of vermin that cats have hunted down. Yeah, lizard remains, roach remains, hamster remains. Oh no, rotten rat remains. We want to put those outside, because if you have anything that will rot inside, it'll create a miasma, this purple stinking cloud, and that makes dwarfs really miserable. So these brown areas here are areas I've designated to be mined out. Everything that's black is basically solid stone that we haven't discovered yet. And then along the edge here, this is like a cliff edge. These green triangles are ramps that will go up. So again, I can go up, 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 up. And this is kind of like a steep slope. And then certainly some of these have symbols on them, and that indicates that there's ore or gems or something in the rock. I think that's pretty much all you need to know for now. These little brown thetas are beds. This is a table, this is a chair. This is my little dining room. They get real grouchy if they don't have a dining room to eat in. But we really need to make some more furniture and stuff. What is my mason doing? Constructing a rock door. Well, hurry up. Wait, who is idle? We get 2 idlers. The herbalist is idle, and the leader is idle. Okay. Leader, we need to assign you to be the manager, the broker, and the bookkeeper. And then we need to get another table and chair for you. Thief? Where is it? Kobold. So this right here is a kobold thief. It got spotted. It was coming and trying to steal our stuff. That's why it was so important to get everything inside right at the start. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a restraint. We brought 3 ropes with us. I'm going to put a rope right here, silk rope. And then once it's built, I can assign a dog to that to keep an eye on the door to make sure that no kobolds get in here. Right now, there's not really much a kobold could take other than wood and maybe some remains. Here we go. Let's assign a random dog. Cool. Okay. So, man, they usually don't get kobolds these days. Usually kobolds get wiped out in World Gen. They're very weak. Alright, the wagon is finally taken care of. What's everyone up to here? Stonecrafter has nothing to do. Oh no, yes, you have plenty to do there, my friend. You get to work, please. You get to work, please, immediately. I really need to move these workshops up here into this area I'm carving out now so that they don't have to drag stone all the way down the hallway like that. Because that's no good. It's gonna take forever to make my furniture this way. You know what? I'm gonna do it right now, even though it's not fully carved out. We can just sneak it in there. Got lots of obsidian. That's pretty cool. So I'll let you finish this one that you're making. And then we'll destroy this one and we'll move up there. Jam, are you using puns in my stream? you punning? Are you punning in the chat? We need to move the food up here too. Let's go ahead and put a food stockpile up here. We're not gonna need too many tables and chairs yet. I should probably take the food out of this stockpile, so that they have to move it all up there. Basically, right now, the dwarfs are having to go down this long hallway for everything back and forth, back and forth. It's taking a lot of time, especially if they're carrying boulders and stuff. So we're gonna move it. Forgotten beast attacks, will you fight it? No. I'm gonna find ways, creative ways, to not fight. Cage traps obviously will work for most things, but Forgotten beasts will not be caged. So we'll have to come up with a different way to deal with Forgotten beasts. All right, Jem. Were you watching Firefly by any chance today, Jem? That song is fresh in your mind. Is that Wolverine? God. We need rock pots, and we need barrels and stuff. This craft dwarf is making the rock pots. Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're down here. Are they being used already? Oh, they're empty. Well, move them up there into this stockpile. Put the food in the pots so we don't fill up the whole stockpile with plants. Just randomly appeared in your head? Well. Well done, I guess. Okay. Alright. Okay. Slowly but steadily building up a starting area here. Well, cage traps can't be the answer to everything, Jam, because Forgotten Beasts are, I believe, trap avoid, so they will not be caught in a cage trap. So I'll have to find some other way to deal with them. I mean, first of all, I'll probably, whenever I discover the caves, I'll probably just wall them off to begin with, until I come up with a way to deal with potential threats. We'll probably, like, slowly build walls out so that the Forgotten Beasts can't get in. And that'll probably just be it. It'll probably just live and let live. Right? Okay. Let's start moving the workshops up here. Carpenter will leave where it is because it needs access to wood. We don't have a wood stockpile yet. Let's get a still. Again, I feel the need to constantly repeat. This is all temporary. This is not how I plan to live forever. It's embarrassing, really. And probably my herbalist is going to be my cook for now. Brewer, farmer. We will need to make a farm and cook. That'll do for the time being. You know what's going to be an issue now is they're going to bring all the furniture down here. Let's just take the furniture out of here. I'm not going to have so much of it that I need stockpiles yet anyway. I can just leave it in the workshop. How's this pupper doing? Waiting to be trained. Yeah. We'll get to it eventually. It just takes so long to set everything up right at the start. Okay. So the miners are free. Is there anything else that's real urgent? Well, I'll make a little office for the bookkeeper, so we can get an accurate count of all things. We got a still. brew everything up. What do we got, actually? And let's make sure anything that can be both cooked and brewed is marked for brewing. We got quite a lot of stuff. Brewing is good. Drinks. Let's not cook our booze until we have a lot more booze. Okay. That's good for now. We'll also make some nice lavish meals. This is the problem with having that starting temporary area, is that once you decide to move stuff, you gotta wait for them to move it all one piece at a time. Table. Oh, all got made. Oops. There we go. Get a few extra tables and chairs in the dining hall here. Is that in reply to Jam? Cage traps will not work on Forgotten Beasts. But for now, the answer to Forgotten Beasts is we're not going to go anywhere where they could get us. Essentially. Alright, we'll make 10 more rock pots. And then we'll switch to crafts for a while. So that eventually we can trade. Okay, our bookkeeper can have an office. Spills out into the hallway, that's fine. We can go ahead and get rid of that. So of course, all my starting 7 dwarves are going to get nice luxurious rooms and stuff like that. Don't worry about that at all. Just need to get established, get settled. Can cage trap dragons, but not for beasts, yeah. Well, they're trap avoid, I think, is the issue. So you can't get them with any kind of trap. Although I think there's a sort of workaround where if you can get them unconscious, then you can get them in a cage trap. But you have to find a way to get them unconscious first. Can you tame a dragon? Yes, you can tame a dragon. I don't think... Well, you can train a dragon. I don't think you can fully tame dragons. I don't think. The difference being you can tame almost any animal up to a point, but then if you stop taming it, it will slowly revert back to wild. It won't become, like, domesticated. And I think dragons fall into that category. I think. I forgot to do something. Boom. Okay. Now our bookkeeper will keep a precise count of everything in the fortress, because it drives me absolutely nuts to not have that. A whole bunch more doors. Oops. That's good. Oh, I have a manager now who has an office, so I could actually just... It's fine. It's fine. The Dragon Planet's gonna burn 94. Yeah, I think so. Krug Smash definitely tamed a dragon at one point, and the moment he let it out of its cage, it set the entire fortress on fire and killed like 5 dwarves. Okay. We're at a point now where we can start designing the proper fort. Oh, wait, there is one other thing we really need. So one other really important thing. Come on, goodness gracious. We need a temple. You can... Well, at least you could previously. I don't know if you still can. Previously, you could war train dragons. But again, Crooksmash did that in a video, and it did not work out very well. The dragon just kind of stood there while a bunch of zombies came up and beat it to death, so... If it's in the game at all, it's buggy, I suppose. Of course it is. It's Dwarf Fortress. Why are there not more barrels in this stockpile? Are all the barrels and the pots being taken for booze? This stockpile right here is all nice and colorful, which makes it very pretty, but it means that these plants are not being put into pots, as they should, to save space. Yeah, you can always take any captured animal and stick it somewhere where invaders will have to go by it. And maybe you hook up its cage to a lever so that you can let it out. Or a pressure plate. That is actually one way that I can deal with Forgotten Beasts. Is another Krug Smash idea. Is you can cage them. Well, you can't put them in cages. You can trap them if you can get them between two drawbridges and pull the drawbridges up. Then they'll be trapped in there and they can't get out. But for now, I think the plan is definitely to just, like, not engage with the Forgotten Beasts at all. Let's not give them the satisfaction, you know? Here we go. Let's order a statue. Just one. You know what? I'll leave the contents up to the mason. What's everybody doing? Dig, store item in stockpile, sleep, sleep, sleep. Make a meal, update records. Cool. Everyone knows Krug Smash. Krug Smash is awesome. Krug Smash is very awesome. Krug Smash tends to show up on my streams at some point, by the way. I don't know if he'll make it this time or not. But we may well see him around. He is a legend. Legendary YouTuber. He's maxed out his YouTuber skill. Yeah, if anyone doesn't know who we're talking about, go on YouTube after the stream, obviously. After the stream, go to YouTube, search for Krug Smash, and just watch all of it. Probably start with Monster Killer, and then go forward from there, and then once you reach the end, then go back to the beginning. So the beginning, he was still kind of figuring out his style and stuff. And the first couple seasons of videos are not as polished as the later ones. Shows him a stream? Yeah, in the chat. He tends to show up. We're sort of pals. I voice acted for one of his videos. Statue's not built yet. Okay. Alright. I think we're ready to start going down. This is the part that I'm terrible at. This is the part that I always kind of, like, I get stuck. Trying to kind of figure out the details of what the fortress is going to look like. So let's go down a few levels. See what we get. You found my channel by the voice acting. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was really excited when he invited me to do that. I was like, heck yes. I do actually do some voice acting as part of my day job, actually. Usually really boring stuff because it's for educational materials. Temple to no specific deity for now. How are we doing with worshippers? What do our people worship? Oak has one worship. Oh, that's right. We've got the same gods as before. Shedim. Creek of Goats has got a couple. Domas has got one. Aenir's got one. And Atrid. So there's actually pretty much the same distribution as before. We'll get all the deities their own temples at some point. For now, we just give them a place to go and meditate and pray and stuff. Still going with outbreaks. Man, time passes so fast when you play in Dwarf Fortress, doesn't it? I suppose I should take a break, huh? For a few minutes. We'll pause the game. There's a thing, by the way, folks, since I have you here. There's a thing about ads now. I don't know if it was playing ads before, but now that I am an affiliate, it apparently is definitely playing ads at the start when people join the stream, unless you have an ad blocker on. If you're using an ad blocker, that's fine. I don't care. I am not at all concerned. I suppose technically I'm supposed to get revenue from the ads eventually, but it would be so minuscule that it wouldn't matter, and I don't believe in ad-based revenue online anyway. That's another whole rant that I won't go on right now. There's a thing that I can do where I play ads when I take a break, and then if I do that often enough, it will stop playing them when people first load the page. And like, I would, if I had the option, I would just turn ads off, but it doesn't give me that option. So apparently it's gonna play them one way or another, either when people join the stream or in the middle of the stream. So I don't know if I should, like, if I'm gonna go take a 5-minute break, if I should go, like, run an ad. I feel dirty even saying it. I've always been so staunchly anti-ads, but I don't have an option about them being on my channel now. On YouTube, I do not allow ads in anything. If you ever see an ad in one of my YouTube videos, it's because there was a copyright strike, and they put an ad on there and I couldn't take it off. For the record. Don't like ads. I'm gonna get this statue in here. I want to see what this statue is. There we go. Statue of Ushrir Grooved Door. Good name. This is a superiorly designed image of Ushrir Grooved Door the Dwarf and Rushan Gristle Mines, the Cavernous Abyss, the Forgotten Beast. Oh no. In Microclean by Zassit Desisficod. Rushan Gristle Mines, the Cavernous Abyss is striking down Ushrir Grooved Door. The artwork relates to the killing of the dwarf Ushrir Grooved Door by the Forgotten Beast name. In Glad Swords, the Hall of Rulers, in the early summer of 32 during the third rampage of the Forgotten Beast, Rushan Gristle Mines, the Cavernous Abyss. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of words in that. Well, that's what's in our temple. Running ads without breaks is super annoying. Yeah. Yeah. So, ads on breaks and times when there's no content. Yeah. Hi, me. Oh, goodness. Sorry, folks. 1 second. What do you need, Bob? I'm streaming. You want to come say hi to the people? I think if I try to pick up Meep right now to let him just say hi, he might murder me. You want to come here, sweetie? He wants me to play with him. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. We got the game paused. I will put up my, I'll put up my break screen. And I'll see if I can find the button on Twitch that runs the ad. And I think I have to do it a few times before it disables the ads at the start. But I'll start working towards that, alright? So I'll be back in, say, 5 minutes. So go stand up, move around, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom. But don't go too far, because I will be right back. See you folks. And there we go, I'm back. It's me again. Hi, everyone. Did you have a good break? How were the ads? Were the ads good? Were the ads palatable? Were they interesting? Were they targeted? Were they in your local language? So we're back. We've got more Dwarf Fortress. Hello, hello. And I tried to play with meat for a few minutes. I gave him some little dehydrated salmon strips that our pet store has started carrying. So, seems content for the moment. I don't know how long that will last, though. They don't serve ads there? Well, Jam, theoretically, if you were to be using a browser extension, which prevents certain advertisements from showing, you probably wouldn't see the ads. Let's just leave it at that. And again, I really don't care. Do it up. To anyone who's just joined us, FYI, I got some new stuff down below the stream. There's some like fun commands and things like that you can use. I will be adding a lot more to that. I've only just started, so keep your eye on that. There's all kinds of information down there. We're playing some Dwarf Fortress. We're trying to do pacifist dwarfs, which is going to be fun. An MTV reality show and Carnival. What's Carnival Row? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I don't know, Jem. Maybe turn it off before the stream next time if you really want to see ads. Is that what we're talking about here? Are you upset that you don't have ads? So I'm thinking about this on the break. Oh my goodness, because I'm at ground level, it's defaulting to chop trees. I'm gonna put another stockpile up here and just try to move everything up here because I still see dwarfs going back and forth a lot. And then we'll go down and we'll start carving out a proper living space so that these dwarfs can live in the proper comfort that they deserve. I am gonna make a real quick little custom stockpile just for mugs and goblets. Oh, is it just goblets and flasks? Does that include mugs? It's very important. I think it does. I'll just stick those over here. So it's an HBO show. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't watch a lot of... I watch a lot of the same stuff over and over again. I watch a lot of cartoons. So... Yeah, Jem, I vaguely remember you saying something about it. I don't remember if it sounded good or not, but since I'm not watching it, it probably didn't sound that good, I suppose. The Mason is praying. Well, that's good. Meet your needs. Meet your need for prayer. Dwarfs do love a good pray now and then. There we go. Get the rest of those beds set up. Had Orlando Bloom in it. Oh, okay. Hello, Grimsides. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We're playing Dwarf Fortress, as you can probably see. How's the zoom level, by the way, folks? Can everyone see everything okay? Should I zoom in a little bit, or... Don't really need to be zoomed out this much, to be honest. Whoop, whoop. There we go. Is that... Oh, no. That's... At certain levels, it kind of looks bad. Actually, it kind of looks bad now. I'm going to put it back how it was. If anyone is having a hard time seeing things and they want me to zoom it in a bit, I am happy to do that. Okay. So. It's going to be everything except flasks and goblets. Basically moving everything in here to a new everything stockpile so that my dwarfs are not running back and forth and back and forth. And we'll just get rid of this one. And you know what? I'll put a wood stockpile here. The dwarfs are going to be crazy busy for a long time now. Steam version make you so happy. Is there a release date announced? Last I heard they were working on it, but it was not even close to being ready. I haven't been following it that closely. I figure when it happens, somebody will probably let me know. Make it work most of the time. I feel kind of bad for that guy. I think he's got a A less than stellar reputation these days. Largely. In part... Oh, they're emus. Oh, I thought we had elephants for a second. I got excited. Yeah, the role that he played in Lord of the Rings was not spectacular. But I don't know how much that's his fault and how much it just wasn't written very well. I don't know. I don't get excited when I see his name on stuff. Maybe I should give him more of a chance. Maybe he's better in other things. Release date is still time. Yeah, time is subjective. That's what I thought. I figure there'll be all kinds of hype when an actual announcement is made. I would not hate you if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings yet, Kat. The films are good. I'm disappointed with some of the decisions that they made. Have you read the books? I won't be mad. It's kind of a silly thing to be mad about, right? Like, what? You haven't done this thing that I've done? How dare you not have done it yet? People got different priorities. It's fine. The books are... You have read the books. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, the Hobbits, well... The Hobbit films, you mean? Yeah, those were an absolute disaster from start to finish. There's actually a really great video series on how and why The Hobbit got messed up so badly on, oh, what's her name? What is her name? Give me a second. I'm really bad at remembering people's names, even when they're important. Just quickly, Lindsay Ellis, that's her name. She did a really, really good series explaining how and why the Hobbit films went wrong, which is worth watching. She even went to New Zealand and like talked to people there. It's even worse than you think. You should definitely watch it if you haven't caught that. Yeah, those were bad. They tried to take a children's story and turn it into an epic in the same way that they did with The Lord of the Rings, and it's not what The Hobbit is or ever was. The thing that disappointed me most about the Lord of the Rings films is, you know, J.R.R. Tolkien was kind of a huge racist. Because, of course, he was. He was a white man at a time, you know, all the white men were racist at that time. Crossblind, you subscribed to Tier 1. Thank you so much. You're my first subscriber. That's awesome. I'm afraid I don't have much to offer, and thanks for that right now. I will have some, like, emotes at some point. But yay! You did it! You're first. Yasmin's gonna be mad. Yeah, they changed the... Oh, Jam, you've got an emote. They changed a lot of the characters, changed a lot of the story. I don't hate all of it. I dislike some of it. But the thing that I was most disappointed with was that they basically kept the racism. And they didn't have to do that.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
There's absolutely no reason for that. Oh, look at that. Thank you for gifting a sub to Jam as well, Crunksblind. That was really kind of you. Oh, you got the founder tag. There you go. You did get a reward. Look at this. This is exciting times. Something I swore I would never do is make money through anything made by Amazon. And here I am, getting my first 2 subs. It's spleen. I'm sorry. In German, that combination of letters is pronounced I. Krunk spleen. Okay. I will pronounce it correctly from now on. Thank you for correcting me. Always, never be afraid to correct me, my friends. Never be afraid to tell me if the video is off, or the audio is off, or if I say something wrong, or if I make a mistake. I will absolutely... Well, I don't have any emotes yet, Jam. I'm not from Germany, no. I do speak German. So... I am more used to seeing European spellings and pronunciations of things than American ones or English ones. Oh, spring has arrived. I haven't even got a farm set up. I need to work on that. Alright, well that's saving. I'm sipping my nice warm drink. That is bitter. I'm drinking Caro, which... I don't think Caro exists in America. Does anyone in the UK? Does anyone know if Caro exists in the UK? It's like a wheat-based or grain-based, not wheat, some kind of grain-based It's marketed as a coffee substitute, but it has nothing to do with coffee. It doesn't taste even remotely like coffee. But it's hot, and it's caffeine-free, and it's late at night, and I can't be having caffeine right now. Okay. I need to start laying out my fortress proper here. Should I go with a 3x3? With a 3-wide corridor? Probably, huh? Are you keeping the dwarfs drunk at a farm? I only just embarked, like a season and a half ago. They still have plenty of booze left. There's 200 drink. I should probably check in on that. We did some foraging outside, so. Oh, you can cook these seeds there, friends. Everything that doesn't grow underground, you cook right up into some biscuits, please. Quinoa, Making me hungry. Yeah, but please don't cook the booze unless we have a lot of it. So you can cook the dwarven wine, because we got plenty of that. Cool. Chicory root-based coffee substitute. Interesting. Yeah, I do need to get a farm going at some point. I haven't thought about a design for the homes. The little dwarven bedrooms. Obviously, I want my starting 7 to have nice rooms. Be a wall there. 3x3. I'll put another hallway there. That's 7 to start with. Newcomers can sleep in the dormitory until they get their little apartments. Oops. Ah! Goodness. There we go. Yeah, I can't remember what this stuff is made from. I could go and check, but somebody look it up. C-A-R-O. If somebody wants to look that up in the chat, tell us what Caro is made from. That may be what it is. I'm not sure. Of course, the package that I have is not in English, so I would have to translate it anyway. But basically, sometimes you get a little craving for coffee, and this doesn't taste like coffee, but what it does is it fulfills the desire for like a bitter hot drink. So usually that's enough to kind of satisfy that. 100 rock pots. We'll have to start making some crafts soon. Barley. Okay, that's what I thought. Barley and chicory and rye. Okay. Thank you, Grimtides. It doesn't taste bad. It's just... It doesn't taste like anything else that I've had, and it's weird, and it's kind of... It's very bitter. So, not for everyone, for sure. Everyone's just going to be busy hauling logs. You know what? I'm fine with that. Once we have this area full of logs, that'll keep us going for a while, I think. Are my miners mining, or are they hauling logs? Probably. Get hotkey 2 to zoom here. Just drink coffee if you want coffee. Well, if I drink coffee in the evenings, Oh, I just realized something. Oh man, I gotta do this over. There's not gonna be room for the wall here. So that's there. Just use the mouse here. Drink a lot of tea. I drink a lot of tea, and I drink too much tea and coffee already. It's not good. I drink a not good amount of tea and coffee, but after a certain time of day, after like 3 p.m. or so, I can't, or I won't sleep at all. Means empty food storage item. Get those rock pots made. So another thing that we need to get started with is making cages. So what am I doing? We're gonna make... Let's start with just 20 wooden cages. And we're also going to need a mechanics workshop. Get some mechanisms made up. I need more dwarfs. Everyone remind me when the... Too much tea. If you have too much caffeine, it's not good for you, as it turns out. So it is theoretically possible to have too much tea, yeah. Yeah, somebody remind me when the next migrant wave comes. We need a mechanic. We need to specialize one cook and one brewer. We need probably another crafts dwarf. I think those are the priorities for now. Herbal teas. Well, it's not tea if it's herbal tea, is it? I drink tons and tons and tons of fruit teas and herbal teas and stuff like that in the afternoon and the evening. But those are right now the only herbal teas that I have are like sleepy teas, so I didn't want to drink that. And the fruit ones I find are kind of, I can only have so much of them because they're sweet. I really wanted something bitter now, so Caro it is. Oh, what do we got? An elven caravan. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Yeah, they need a trade depot. There's space right there. Gonna make it out of wood just to insult them. And we do need somebody to have the... Nope, not that one. Other jobs. There it is, architecture. I don't know how long it's going to take for this to get made. We might not actually be able to trade with this one. Tea elitism. I love herbal teas. It's just that it's not technically correct to call them teas. Teas are technically made from tea leaves, and there's none of that in herbal teas. But it's true, we don't really have a better word for them. When I talk about drinking a lot of coffee and tea, I'm referring specifically to caffeinated teas. I drink tons of herbal tea. I drink tons of fruit teas. I've got like 6 boxes of different types of fruit and herbal tea on top of my refrigerator right now. And the boxes have like this little thing that you can open up so you can pull them out one at a time like you're in a restaurant or something. It's really nice. They're all just like stacked up like that, like a bookshelf. No elitism here. Just pedantry, really. Tea is used as a generic term for an infusion. But since I felt like we were talking specifically about caffeinated teas, yeah. Back of the stove. Those boxes are great. I love them. That's what I was drinking before the break. Before the break, I was drinking a wintertime tea from Teikana. Teikana makes the best fruit teas. At least here. One of the best ones I have available to me. This is going to be a project that takes like 4 years. Alright, miners. You. No more hauling. You need to make that depot for me and then probably go do some mining, yeah? Are you going to do that? Yeah, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ugh. My shoulders are all messed up. Of course, next I need the mason to, or actually it'll be the carpenter to come and build it. Since it's made out of wood. Meanwhile, the elves have just got to wait. How many of them are here? Look at these people. They brought a stray gray langur, a panda, a giant king cobra, a gorilla, a giant, I think it's pronounced anole, and a giant black mamba. No, I won't be purchasing the giant black mamba, thank you. We're doing pacifists, so I'm not going to be buying the caged animals. Oh, you know what we need? I completely forgot about was some nest boxes. And we need a place for our turkeys to live. And I should probably, I should probably finally just, like, make a farm. That should be all dirt under there. Could buy them and then immediately free them. Yeah, not so sure about immediately freeing the giant black mamba. Alright, carpenter. I know I gave you a big job to do, but what did I give you? Oh, you're making cages. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're going to... Can I suspend it? No. I can't suspend it. Can I suspend it from the workshop? Yes. Okay. What are you... No. No hauling for you. Please make our trade depot. You can haul later. Thank you. God, was that so hard. Oh, I need to come up with a command for showing how many Kajiggers you have. Did that work? Did it play? I have my sound turned way down. It didn't work. Okay. Why didn't it work? Hold on a sec. I have the thing installed on my OBS. One moment, friends. I would like... No, wait. That's the Streamlabs one, right? Loyalty store. Edit sound effect. Do I need to put a widget? Or isn't it supposed to just use an alert? I'm not sure. Chat. Chat, have any of you ever used Streamlabs to play sounds? Am I using any of the QL? No, I'm not using any mods, Grimtides. No mods. Alright, probably leave those commands for this time, because I don't want to spend the whole stream trying to fix that. Trying to think. I'm sure I know some people who've used that. Actually, maybe Saffron has used that. I don't know if Saf is listening at the moment. Do not stream, but yeah. Because for most things, let me take a quick look. Widgets. No, there isn't a specific widget for it that I can see. I thought it just used the alert box, which I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah, the alert box is there. And Preach does, okay. Well, don't ping Saf if he's working. I can ask him about it later. Alright, sorry folks. You need another web source that goes sound. I think it just uses the alert box, which I already have running. But if it didn't work, then, because, like, I uploaded the sounds to Streamlabs, specifically. So it should be playing it on their end. I don't know. I will, ask Blizzard Wolffang. Oh, okay. I will do that. Thank you, Comet Lore. Also, nice to see you. Glad that you're here. Welcome. Alright, sorry about that, folks. We'll get it fixed for next time. I'll just keep on dwarfing then. Now, I have set this up, but we don't actually have anything to trade. I guess we can trade some booze. That's in everything that's in pots. It's not going to be worth very much. Everything we have that's worth anything is made out of wood. So, I didn't realize that I should have realized that the elves were going to be coming in the spring, but can we max priority that? See if we can get some crafts made before the elves leave. Dwarves are more important than Kajiggers. Oh, we got a puppy. We got our first pupper. Hello, elves. Did you walk through the decimated forest? Did you enjoy that? Did you notice that I cut down all the trees? I did that on purpose. It wasn't an accident or anything. I came here and specifically decided to cut down the trees. I am going to cut down the rest of them eventually, but there's a lot of trees here. It's going to take me a while. You elves are gonna have to be patient. Making the nest box. Yeah, no, I want the crafts to be next, please. We'll deal with the animals and stuff in a bit. Stray dog is giving birth to puppies. I haven't trained any of the dogs yet. I just feel like it moves so fast right at the start of the game. Show my log collection. Yeah, you see my log collection? These dead trees over here? Kat, since I know that you are new, and in case anyone else is new to Dwarf Fortress, elves are famous for loving wood so much. They basically treat trees like people. If you try to trade them anything made from wood, they will be offended and storm off and refuse to trade with you. And if you do it too many times, they'll declare war with you. Also, I think if you rob their caravan too much, they will declare war. If you try to trade them wood too many times, I don't know if they'll declare war, but they'll stop trading with you. And after a while, they will send a representative to you and say, excuse me, we noticed that you were cutting down trees here, and we can't have that. So you have a maximum number of trees you're allowed to cut down, and if you go over that number the next year, we declare war on you. It's fun. It's fun times. We'll just finish. Oh, the nest boxes are done. You making those crafts yet there? Yes. Do we have any crafts yet? I just want to trade for your booze and stuff. Does not look like it. So you're working on the first batch of crafts. All right. I love how I have the dwarfs walking right past the depot dragging logs as well. Like, excuse me, pardon me, just taking this tree carcass inside. I'm gonna carve it up. I'm gonna be leaving soon. Man, I wanted some of your good booze, elves. They make good booze. I am gonna have to make a path for future caravans through the trees here. Oh, okay, they can get through, actually. I should still probably clear cut a little bit more. Actually, can we just cut down some more trees right in front of the elves' eyes here? Can we just cut those trees right down while they watch? That's why the elves hated you? Yeah. There's a lot of ways to make the elves angry, and they're all fun. The elves are usually not difficult opponents, but their animals are. They train, as you saw, they train up like big, powerful animals, and then they will... A problem with elves when they declare war on you, like when the goblins come in, Ghost Peace. I'm not going to kill them. I'll catch them all in cage traps. When the goblins come in, they come in like, rah! And they run up at you shouting. So, you know they're there. But when the elves come at you, they sneak in little groups. So you don't know how many of them there are, and you just stumble upon them randomly, and you can't prepare for battle. Oh, are they gonna leave before any of these trees get cut down? What's my woodworker doing? Sleeping? We had an important message to send, and you just went to sleep. I'm upset. Oh, no, I don't like that. I don't care if it's perfect, but if I can make it look symmetrical. There we go. That's nicer. So we'll make 4 farm plots. There we go. I don't think anyone... Oh, no, I did give the herbalist farming, right? Just one of us so dwarfish became king of a dwarven civilization. That can happen. This game is wild. Fort has ever gotten to the stable part? Stable part? This is the stable part. The longer we play, the less stable it gets. Alright. I think... Yeah, this is all dug out now. So let's stick doors on here. Let's order up, oops, 7 more beds. And 7 rock coffers and 7 rock cabinets. And you know what? I'm gonna do what I was doing before. 7 rock statues. Yeah, that's right. My starting 7 get statues. we're out of food? Or we're out of unprepared food, anyway. Yeah, these are all set to brew only, which is fine. Can cook these up. And those. Ooh, did we use all the dwarven wine? We did. Yeah, we need to start farming. We need to start farming now. Where's my farmer? There they are. Hello. Thank you for getting on top of that so fast. Appreciate it. And let's make... We can stick the turkeys. Whoops. There we are. Stick the turkeys in there. And to be clear, we are not raising the turkeys for meat. We are raising them for eggs only. I will eventually have to choose a dwarf to be our designated butcher. Only for strange moods, in case we need bones. Did a bad thing. Uh-oh. And what would that be? What have you done? We're all on the edge of our seats now. Have I been given the Founder's Badge? I don't think Jam was in the running for Founder's Badge anyway. Wouldn't worry too much about it. You know what? I want a little stockpile of just the seeds that we're going to be planting. Keep those over by the fields. Temple cup. Rocks. There we go. Those down there and take them out of this stockpile. Oh. Somebody move them. Oh gosh, these puppies are everywhere. We're gonna need to make a place for the dogs to live. Make a kennel. So, get the turkeys there. These bedrooms are gonna be so great, you guys. Oops. Change that hotkey to here. It might be because Jar of Jam got a gift sub. They might not count. Beds are done. To wait for them to get to the stockpile so I can actually use them. Well, there's plenty still up for grabs then. I'm gonna mark just one of these and forbid the eggs so that we'll have one batch actually hatch. And then after that, we'll just take the eggs. For delicious good eating. Nice. You know what? I know everybody's busy right now. Can we just get all the rocks out of here, please? I know it's being picky, but I don't like having boulders all over the hallways. So sue me. I'm actually surprised. Meep is actually a Milon. He is curled up next to the heater now. It's very adorable. He's been kind of grouchy lately because it's been cold. And I'm trying to not run the heat very often. So I'm basically keeping the flat around 21 degrees Celsius during the day. And a little bit cooler than that at night. And that's fine for me. It's a little bit cool, but I mean, I get used to it, right? Not so fine for the cat. He is very miserable, and I need to find like a heated blanket or a heated bed or something like that for him so that he's not so miserable. I feel bad about it, but I would feel even more guilty like if I Wait, what are you? If I was running the heat all the time, I'd feel even more. Oh, you're one of the miners, right? Okay, so we need to like, come on, Ira. Dining hall. Actually, we don't want it too big anymore, do we? Because of the way socializing works. What is this green stuff? Garnierite. Interesting. I do not use Amazon. It has been upsetting enough to me. Oh, I don't have a dump designated, so of course they're not going to be taking that. I'm a dope. Let's put it right there. It has been pretty stressful already, just like knowing that Amazon is making a little bit of money off of me being an affiliate. I don't give the money directly under any circumstances. In any case, it's very easy to do that because they don't have service in my country. Sometimes I could order things from Germany or the UK, but the shipping would be exorbitant. And that's if they're willing to ship it at all, which most things they will. They flat out won't ship here. They have warehouses here. And they mistreat their workers horribly. Start getting these rooms all set up. And statues? Yeah. Everyone's getting a statue. Sweet. Yeah, they treat their... I don't want to go on a rant in the middle of my stream, especially since Amazon is the one hosting this now. They treat their employees really horribly. They're terrified to go to the bathroom because they get reprimanded. They don't pay taxes basically at all, even though they're basically the most successful company in the world. It's all 100% true. I know people who have worked in their warehouses, and it's bad. It's really bad. I had deaf friends who worked there. They weren't allowed to talk to each other the entirety of their shift. They worked like 10 hours, not allowed to talk because they're deaf and they had to sign, which means using their hands. And they weren't allowed to stop for 30 seconds to use their hands to do something other than moving items around. It's not a good place to work. Yeah, it's a bad company. Anytime you can order your stuff from another place, do so. Do so if you can. I mean, if somebody genuinely, doesn't have any other option, I'm not gonna hate on them. You do what you gotta do, but I can't have it on my conscience buying anything from them, so I don't. That stockpile is real stuffed. Oh, I've got gems in there. No. We don't have room to put gems in there. No gems. No gems. That should help a bit. Yeah, it's not a rumor. You can find it's documented very thoroughly all over the place. Here's the thing that happened not long ago. A worker in one of their warehouses died. He had a heart attack, and I think he was on the ground for like an hour before anybody came to check on him. But that same employee, I don't know if it was the same day or the same week or something like that, had made a small mistake during their work, and it took less than 20 minutes for someone to spot it on the cameras and come and get them. So, not good. Not good treatment of workers. Yay, everyone's got a statue. Are any of these rooms claimed yet? No, I don't think so. Nobody has slept yet. Yeah, it's not a fun place to work at. They're one of those companies where they go in and they build a warehouse, and the town gets all excited because they're like, oh, look at all the jobs they're going to create. But what they do is they take over the town, so the people have no choice but to work there. And working there is bad. So yeah, don't shop at Amazon. Just remember, every time you order something with like overnight shipping or whatever, a human being has to run through a massive warehouse, find that item, oh, it's summertime, and bring it to you. It's... Hey, why are there no crops planted? And there's no seeds in the stockpile. Is everyone just too busy dumping rocks? What's going on? Alright, we gotta reassign stuff anyway. Cave wheat. Pigtails. I only get lots of pigtails because we can use those for cloth as well. The logistics in this place are not, they're not good. We need more, why don't we have any more dwarfs? Miner is praying. Alright, you, I'm gonna put you back on hauling. What I'm doing now is not necessary, but I just like it so much better if they move all the rocks out of the way. So what this is going to be here was I think I was planning to make that a hospital. So we get 4 tables and 8 beds in there. Makes you sound like a 90s movie hacker. People frequently compare it to The Matrix, right? Get some coffers as well. I might take my... Oh gosh, you're my cook as well. This is the problem. Everyone has too many jobs. How are we doing on drinks and stuff? We're okay on drinks and stuff. You know what? As is evidenced by the fact that you are drinking. Take you off of cooking and brewing for a bit. No plants are going to grow in this mountain biome, right? Okay. Just to get stuff planted, and then I'll turn that back on. Yeah, I no longer see... I don't see the symbols anymore. I see 4 turkeys sitting on eggs while the gobbler struts around. Occasionally pecking at the ground and releasing some worms, like that. See some puppers running around in the temple. Perfectly appropriate. One doggy guarding the door. Lots of logs on the ground. No more trees have been cut down, but I suppose that's fine. I really just wanted to annoy the elves. This is... I'm actually really glad that we've got so many people interested in watching me stream this with the ASCII. A lot of people really get uncomfortable with that, and they really prefer to have the graphics on, but I really don't like the graphics. It's sort of like if you read a book and you love that book, and you know everything in that book by heart, and then somebody makes a movie out of it, and maybe the movie is good, but you can't consider it good because all you can think of when you watch it is, that's not what those characters look like. You know what I'm talking about? That's how it is for me with the ASCII. Like, I know what this stuff looks like. Why are the seeds still in this stockpile? I forbid those seeds from this stockpile. Did I not do it successfully? No, I did. Why are they still here? Somebody move them. I know you're moving rocks, and that's also important. But those seeds need to go down to the farm, please. Hello, Unknown Abyss. Hello. You're gonna be quite silent. Well, that's okay. I'm glad to have you here anyway. And now we're back to Lord of the Rings. Yeah. I do feel like, to be honest, and I did read The Lord of the Rings a few times before I ever saw the films, before the films got made. But I did feel like the characters, for the most part, looked pretty much as I imagined them. The only one that I was real upset about was Gollum. In my mind, Gollum looked completely different from that. At this point, I've seen the films more than I've read the books, so I kind of have adjusted in my mind, and now I do kind of... They all look normal to me in the film, but... Yeah. You need to learn to read it, but it leaves room for your mind to feel things. Again, like reading a book rather than seeing a movie or a TV show. You decide what all this stuff looks like. What are we doing? What are you making? I don't remember. Oh, beds. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting distracted way too easily, and that's not good. I need to pay attention. We gotta get these dwarfs all sorted. All situated. So we need... I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's backwards. Hold on. Hold on, dwarfs. Put a table here. Here. We got a center right there. Need one more table. For surgery, this is going to be our hospital. We don't need it yet, but it's good to have it before you need it. And they're going to put all of our thread and everything in there before I... The Silmarillion. Oh, you mean Gollum? Yeah, no, the voice, I did like the voice. I tried to read the Silmarillion so many times. Like I read The Hobbit repeatedly when I was real little, and then I read Lord of the Rings in like 3rd grade. And then I was like, all right, next, Silmarillion, let's do it. And I think I got like 5 pages in, and I was just like, was any of that words? It's more entertaining to read the Bible. This is basically what it is, right? And I've heard people tell me like, you just have to get like through the first 10 chapters or so and then it really picks up. And I'm like, listen, if I gotta get through 10 chapters before it picks up, I have other things to do with my life. Yeah, it is like reading the Bible. It really is, but like worse. Ender's Game, yeah. Oh, I love the book. It's a real interesting thing, isn't it? Because the author is objectively a terrible person. So if you haven't read Ender's Game, read Ender's Game. Pirate it. Just don't give the author any money. He's a homophobe and he's a terrible person. But the book is all about like, and there's a whole series of books. They're all about empathy and about compassion and stuff. It's kind of strange coming from somebody who so obviously lacks those things. But yeah, the film completely... It's like you say, Kat, like the film is not a bad film. But if you know the book, it's not the book. It's not at all the book. Yeah, I read Ender's Game several times before I knew anything about the author. So I already had a very positive association with the story. And then I found out that he was that kind of person. I was like, but how? How did he create this thing when he is absolutely the opposite? Strange. Strange situation. Just don't look into it. I mean, I don't feel like I don't feel like knowing that about the author takes anything away from the book for me. The book is its own thing. I can love the book and hate the person who wrote it. I'm capable of that. I can keep it separated like that. If a piece of art has value, even if it was created by somebody that I really dislike, I don't think it prevents something from having value. Yeah, the internet happened. The internet happened to all of us. Alright, so we've got a little hospital. I do want to reduce the amounts of stuff in here. We don't have any soap yet. Should probably make soap. Should probably make charcoal. I don't know. I'm kind of slowing down here, folks. I might call this stream. It's been a little over 2 hours now. I might call this one done for tonight. I'll give it a think. I do like this location a lot better than the one I started at last time. So I'm glad that we started over, but that's it with starting over. We're gonna stick with this one until it either peters out or crumbles. And then we'll either do an adventure mode, or maybe I'll try out... I do want to try out the Rise of the Mushroom Kingdom mod at some point, for funsies. So... I haven't named any dwarfs this time around. And I did tie that to the loyalty points here. However, I think anyone who's been around for a decent portion of the stream probably has enough loyalty points where if you want to claim a dwarf, I think it's... !redeem space dwarf me. And it should play a little thing, and I can give you a dwarf. There's 7 free dwarfs, so I'll wait a couple minutes in case anybody wants to do that. Spend your kajiggers. There we go. All right. Slow down, folks. Requests? Does anyone have... I'll take requests. Jam, you were first. You spent your kajiggers first? Do you have a preference for type of dwarf? If you don't have a preference, just type no preference so that I'm not waiting for you. Same with you, Kat. You have a preference? First come, first serve. Otherwise, I'm just going to start at the top of the list and go down. You have until I take a sip of my drink. Alright, looks like you two are my miners. So, nickname, Jar of Gems. Yeah, that's right, I pluralized it. What you gonna do, Jam? I'm in charge of this. This will be... oh, Kronk wants to be the Stonecrafter, okay? Cat, should I put your whole... I'll put your whole thing in unless you specifically ask me for something different. Diggy hole. Yes, diggy hole. Okay, Kronk wants to be the Mason. Nickname Kronk. Spelled like spline, but pronounced spleen. Remember, did I do good? You want to be a random cheesemaker? Just use the, oh gosh, what is it again? It's down below the stream. ! Redeem, space, dwarf me. And that it should play the thing. We don't have any cheesemakers yet. We still got 4 dwarfs left. You can be a woodworker, stonecrafter, herbalist, or the leader. But to be fair to those who have just spent their loyalty points, you do have to type that command for me. I think it's all the way on the left side is where the commands are, down below the stream at the very bottom. It's there. Meep has woken up. I think he knows something's going on. There we go. Cupo. Oh, you only have 40. Oh, Guitar Spider. Don't worry, Cupo. There'll be dwarfs next time. And In case anyone missed the start, I did retire the fort that I started last time because of lag concerns and stuff like that, but the dwarfs that were named in that one will probably arrive as immigrants to this one at some point. So, Guitar Spider, do you have a preference? Actually, you know what? To celebrate... my, my affiliate status... Here's 100 points for everyone. So anyone else who wants to be a dwarf. All right, Guitar Spider wants a herbalist. So if that worked, everyone should have just gotten 100. Guitar Spider. Everyone should have just gotten 100 points. So if you try it again, Cupo, you should be able to do it now. We've got... Woodworker, the Stonecrafter, and the Leader. Nobody wants to be the Leader. That's interesting. It's more of a bookkeeper now, but it will eventually be a leader. Leaders get deposed. Well, that's a custom job title because it's one of my starting 7, so. All right. Fruit fly. Holding out for the next gen. That's fine. All right. Miners get eaten by bats. Cupo, you should have enough points now. I just did a thing that's supposed to give everybody 100 points. So if you want a dwarf right now, go ahead and type that command one more time and it should work this time. A gift to all of you for being here for my first affiliate stream. And if you'd rather wait, that's cool too. We will be continuing this fort next Saturday, so. We're famous for destroying something because your cup wasn't made right. Goodness gracious. Meep has gone back to sleep. That is the Meep update, my friends. He's curled up in the other direction. His body is underneath the radiator. I should get a picture of this. Poor baby. All right. I am probably going to finish up there then. Meep cam. Yeah, I do have a second webcam. It's garbage, but problem is most of the time he's somewhere where I can't get him in the camera. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save the fortress then. Don't worry, folks. These dwarfs will still be here next time. You can dwarf yourselves next time, and hopefully we'll get some migrants. We have got no migrants yet. There we go. Okay, world is saved. So, thanks again for everybody for coming to my stream. It was fun. It was nice. I'm glad you were all here. I hope you all had a good time. Don't forget to look below the stream because there's information on my YouTube channel and my blog and my Discord and my Twitter and all the other things that I do there on the internet. And,
oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh, thank you for following, Buttermut Squash. Appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you all. Wednesday I'm doing Kinseed at the same time, and then next Saturday I'll be continuing this fort. So, thanks for watching. Bye!